that one. It's looking nice. Need to see if it works. And we unloaded this one. So here you go. We're going to take it apart. I think the bottom frame is a nice card for some machine, but the top is just for parts. It was a test strip, probably for output stages. That's what it looks like. Big fuses in it. Probably some big semiconductors as well. Okay, let's put it down and have a look inside. Well, as expected, a massive transformer. I don't know what the ratings are. Probably low voltage, high power. I would guess somewhere between 3 and 4 kVA. Low voltage power supplies, big resistors, massive heatsink, probably with a rectifier. I don't know. Well, big fan. Worth the money. And this just comes out. It's just sitting here, and this is just a test piece they put in there. And the big resistor of the 0.125 ohms, 2.8 kilowatts, that was underneath. So I think they just tested these units here and figured out what the performance is. Nice ammeters. So yeah, we harvest the parts. And then we'll see what we do with the stands. We've got some casters underneath, so I'm pretty sure we'll find a use for that. Can't have enough stands. It's quite massive actually, thick steel. It's steel, it's welded, so. Alright, let's take it apart and see what parts we can find. So we harvested the parts from this blue thing here. It's massive transformer with an inrush time delay and a resistor. The output is 20 volts, 70 amps, 70. I may have a use for that eventually. There is input voltages, so nice transformer, very heavy. Yeah. All the cable here, the rest not, but all the cable work. This big capacitor bank, 47,000 microfarads times 3. Bunch of nice cables which we're gonna repurpose for our solar system. Obviously the power lead and a heatsink with a massive rectifier, which gonna go back on the transformer if that works what I want. We've got 2 meters. We got the test piece which was still on it. Another big heatsink. We need to see what that is. Probably IGBTs or thyristors or transistors. I don't know what it is. We'll find out. A box full of little bits. 2 small transformers, a DC-DC converter, nuts and bolts, 2 welding plug sockets, the big fan. It's a 230 volt fan. I think it moves quite a bit of air. Yeah, the panels. I think that was it from there. Yeah, that was it. So that's the top. It's one piece. It's welded in one piece. It's really nicely done actually. Well, it was a company who made welding machines, and I think we chopped the top. And then we have a nice stand for some machinery, maybe for my drill presses. Looks nice. There's some casters. We'll find a use for it. Okay, so that was worth the money. Alright, with this one we had a bit of a Google, and apparently it's actually a 500 amp TIG welder. Made by Hitachi. It's a 500 GP4. Probably made around 2000 ish. Very hard to find any information about this machine, but the 300 300 amp machine apparently was very popular in aerospace. Well, the 500, all I found was a Japanese data sheet which I couldn't really read, just guess, which didn't tell me much more than on the nameplate on the back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend this so make sure there's no shorts, have a close inspection, check for ground faults and things like that, and then I think we just power it up. It may work, because this machine, when it was new, I think they were 5 to 7 grand. And as far as I can see, the only thing which is missing is the outer case, which has a bit of a funny design, and the plug for the trigger. But that's not an issue. We're gonna fit a standard one anyway, because that might be some fancy one. So that's the plan. We'll have a closer inspection, and then we'll come back with a separate video on this welder here. Okay, the other one, I had a closer look, and I think it's pointless to start trying to salvage it, because the control panel is missing. This control panel doesn't match, at least not from the plugs. There's no drawings. It's really hard to figure out what it's doing. So I'm going to dismantle it, salvage the parts, and obviously the sheet metal goes into the store. Shame, but I don't know, maybe. I saw other machines there, they were a bit more expensive and I didn't buy them. They had Chinese writing on it, so maybe they're made in China and they maybe modified or rebadged it, and they sold this as made in the UK by designed and manufactured in the United Kingdom by BBC Instrument Engineering. Without a front panel you can't really use the machine, and you can't sell it because it's not complete. You can't use it because it's not complete, so we'll take it apart. Yeah, I think decision is made. We'll take it apart and enjoy the parts. Alright, so we got the top out. There's a very nice LEM module here. Nice LEM module, and that's another current transducer which was on another cable. So let's harvest that, and then we're gonna get the heatsink out. This is the main income 3-phase rectifier, probably some capacitors, and this seems to be the high frequency generator, which uses that coil down there to make the welding current. I don't know, but that's what I think. Alright, let's go further. Yeah, really nice parts, fantastic heat sinks, and this LEM module alone is probably 50 quid or so. It's probably 500 amp minimum, because that's the big welding wire I was going through. Alright, let's take that out and fix it. So that's left from the bottom. I think this is the chopper which chops the 700 volt DC, and this is the transformer, and I think this is the DC regulator, rectifier, whatever. And there's a massive choke. This is vertically wound copper, I think. It's a massive bar. Yeah, so that's where we're at. The rest is gone, just plain sheet metal. Big ferrite cores. There's always a use for them. And lots of little cores. Yeah, this thing was definitely worth the parts. Alright, let's have some coffee. Looks like this thing is interesting here. For me this looks like a power function generator, where they just provided some, it says sine, triangle, square, frequency amplitude offset. So I think this is standard XR2206 frequency generator or function generator chip board, and this looks like a audio amplifier, perhaps, I don't know exactly, but that's what it looks like because there's a massive heatsink on it, bunch of resistors. So yeah, maybe it's a power function generator. We'll find out. I think we take that into the lab and have a look.